Do you feel stuck? Come on, you can be honest with me. It's just us. That's why you're still listening to me. Do you feel stuck? So many of you are doing what you must do, but not what you really want to do every day. You may not even know what you want to do. It is time for you to take charge of your finances, your time, your business success, family, interpersonal relationships, spirituality, and your health. It is time for you to take your life back now. My name is L. David Harris. My associates and I are our first clients. We know from experience how this is done. We have launched an online mastermind and community that will help you take your life back now. You are not alone. We can do this together. Come on, you're ready, aren't you? Take your life back now. Sign up at takeyourlifebacknow.org. And by the way, the first 50 to join are free. It's on me. Takeyourlifebacknow.org. We'll see you on the other side. Listen. Before we see you on the other side, we're going to see you on this side. Hello, my name is L. David Harris. I am your favorite life and success coach. And for those who are watching at 1 p.m., my local time, maybe 2 p.m. where you are, listen, you're wondering, like, this is not Amplify This Moment. See, Amplify This Moment is part of the larger picture. You've been seeing this over my shoulder for so long. You've heard about it. Take Your Life Back Now is really what we're about, because we want you to take your life back, beginning right at this moment. You get the difference, right? Now, not tomorrow, because we don't have tomorrow. And oh, wait a minute, there is a guy on screen with me that you have heard about, you've read articles about, you've wondered about, like, who is this dude Dean that Dave talks about? But here he is. And we're going to just share a little bit about the community that you saw in that video and what we're going to be doing going forward, what we'll be offering as a team. And I know it's going to be essential for you to get on board with us. So what's up, Dean?
Man, how are you, David? I'm doing fine, sir. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I don't get excited a lot, but I'm feeling a little bit excited right now.
I can tell, man. That's cool. Likewise, man. I'm excited about this new venture, and I can't wait to see what we have, what we can provide for the people out there who we need to, set free.
That's good stuff. So what we're going to do is just talk a little bit about Take Your Life Back Now. And the community in particular. So Take Your Life Back Now it's a platform, if you want to say. Like, it's bigger than just a program. It's not a podcast. It's not a one service. It is a platform upon which is built many principles, 7 in particular, and we can talk about those going forward. But I really want you to go to takeyourlifebacknow.org and get those words in the right priority. Take your life back now.org. And when you go there, you'll get a little bit of a feel for the community and what we're going to be talking about inside of that community and how we're going to set some people free. Not because we're so special, but because we are doing the same things in our own lives. And we both have a lot of big stories about that. So yeah, today is the day that you get a good introduction. I'll be chatty, just really it almost sounds like a telethon, because I want you to get it into your mind that tonight we're going to have our first meeting. Takeyourlifebacknow.org. Sign up into the community and get the blessing. So yeah, Dean, what's on your mind, man? The concept.
The most important thing too, Dave, I think, where we can encourage people to sign up is that they're not alone. There are other individuals. You're going to see other individuals who have the same issues. And so, the support is there.
Yeah.
From us and the other colleagues that you're going to meet that's struggling with the same thing.
Yes.
So if you go into the community, you already see we have individuals that already signed up. So it's something that we feel like is important, that they're not isolated, because it's, where you have support, knowing that there's people there who can communicate with, who have been through the same thing. That's right. Very important, I think, man. So it's so go over and sign up. And you guys can see others there. You can communicate with them. and start this journey, man, of setting yourself free.
That's it. We
Yeah.
base this on a few principles. First of all, I'm a life and success coach
Mhm,
in association or affiliation with Thomas and Thomas LLC. Eric
mhm,
Thomas is someone that you can easily look up if you are not familiar with him. He's the number one motivational speaker in the world, and then some. And I have been certified under that banner to do a special kind of life coaching on top of everything else that we're going to offer. And so, really quickly, Dean, we're going to talk about these principles, the
mhm.
7 principles that are our baseline: health, finances, family, time management, professional and business. You may be a professional in a company already, or you may be a business owner. Interpersonal relationships separate from family, and connection with God. So these are the pillars, and we start with the baseline of getting to know the who of who you are. That's how I like to say it. If we don't understand who we are, then there's no way in the world that we can achieve success. There are so many of you who are exhausted because you're trying to fit into sort of a mold that either mommy or daddy, you can be in your 50s, 60s, 70s and still be trying to fit into that mold, or your
Yeah.
company or organization has tried to squeeze you into, and you're wondering, well, why can't I be as successful as I need to be? So we start with the baseline of getting to know who you are based on assessment that has been in the works since 1928. And we have a unique take on that. It's called the flight assessment. And, and at the right time, we'll talk about that. So, Dean, have
Yeah.
you ever taken your life back in any category? Huh?
Oh, Dave, do you ask? So one of the most important things I want people to understand why I'm here, because um, so many different aspects of my life that I have taken charge over. And
Hmm.
when you listed those pillars, uh, most of them resonated with me personally,
Yeah.
where health, finances, stress,
Hmm.
anxiety has tortured me for so many years, Dave. And I decided one day, with the strength of the Lord, to had enough. Enough is enough, and I asked the Lord for the strength and the courage to take my life back. And it starts by applying the principles to those pillars that you mentioned. And
Yeah.
those are everyday things that we struggle with, man. And I'm here for that purpose. I'm here to help anyone out there who struggle with those things that he mentioned. Almost every single one of them that I've struggled with over the years. And I decided, with the help of the Lord, to take my life back. So spiritually, financially, overall managing stress management, um, being more goal oriented. All these
Hmm.
things takes the discipline that not a lot of us can overcome without someone putting us in
Yeah.
that path. So being correlated here with Dave had really taught me a lot and helped me overcome some of those things. So I'm here for that purpose. Anyone who can relate to me, man.
Yes.
It's different when you heard about people who speak of others who've been through these things, man. I
Hmm.
personally have struggled with these things that I have gotten the strength through the Lord to overcome, but they take going down the right path. And sometimes you need a little nudge from somebody else. You need some support from someone who's
Yeah.
been stuck in a job that's stressing you out, causing you anxiety and misery.
Hmm.
And some people just don't know how to get out of there, Dave.
That's right.
They just don't know how. They can't see above that, you know, that hurdle that's been standing right in front of them. But friends, I did it, and I
Yeah.
know you guys can. So that's why we're here. We're here to help you get over that hurdle and take that assessment, because that's how you're
Yeah.
gonna know, that's how you're gonna know where you are.
Let's get it.
I've taken it,
Yeah.
and Dave was able to assess me and help me, knowing that I'm going down the right path. So a lot of the things that I've learned how to do, it's by someone have assessed me and say, all right, man, this is what I think you should do, and I'm grateful that it worked.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. So what we're going to do is just take a couple more minutes and share a few more things. So in terms of assessment, there are people thinking, but I've done all kinds of assessments before and it did nothing for me. I've even looked at people as life coaches and all they did was sell me a bunch of dreams, a lot of positive words that I can say to myself. And then when all of that evaporates, it's just like I'm still where I was. So the approach that we take is literally holding people's hands and saying from point A to
Mhm.
point Z, what is necessary to literally take your life back now in the particular areas of life. So if there are some
Mhm.
goals that we are going to target together, we're not going to just say we're going to be a better person. That's not a goal. That's a dream. That's a hope, but that's not a goal.
It's not.
So when we set goals, we set concrete goals together and then put one foot before the other one in order to get to the goal so we can have the success that I know that you're after. I'll give you an example, right? You want to say something, Dean? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna piggyback on what you just said. All of these pillars, they're all intertwined with each other.
Hmm.
That means if you set a goal to overcome stress, right? And then you have the health factor, right? So
Yes,
with you can't overcome another goal if your health is not right.
that's right.
If you're not eating properly, proper diet, proper rest, everything else you do potentially will fail because you're not following the right protocol. So they're all intertwined with each other. As he just said, they all kind of have to hone in on set the goals. That means I'm going to start going to bed more early. I'm starting to go to, I'm starting to take more time to walking nature and spend more time outside and not in front of the computer. These
Hmm.
things can help, get overall goal that you're trying to achieve. These little tiny steps, but the healthy choices, the diet, the healthy choices, resting more, all these things can help you get to that ultimate goal, not just become a better person.
That's right.
So that's why I need to focus on that a little bit, there, Dave.
Wonderful. So I'm getting the hang of this little thing. I'm shifting stuff all over the screen because it's not going where I'm expecting, but don't be distracted by it. My bad. But let me just share with you. So there are people who are stuck, who are professionals and
Hmm.
very good at what you do. I'll give you an example of someone I know who is stuck, and this person is living out loud in a different community, sharing her journey. She was in the United States military for several years and then became a veteran and then became a high level civilian in the United States government, did that for a good while, and then became an HR professional. And I don't mean just a low level HR professional, no disrespect, but somebody whose primary focus is development of people. And this friend of mine is stuck. So I reached out to her one time, Dean, and said, hey, I offered to her some of what we were talking about. We did the assessment and had a session of just about 90 minutes. And the outlook that she had, being a veteran of the United States military, high level civilian in the United States government, HR professional, still stuck. It was like, oh my goodness. It was like the lights came on because we spoke about things that are concrete, they are measurable,
Hmm.
eye opening based on research
Definitely.
from decades ago, over 100 years ago, really. And now we bring it into this community so that we can all be better. So I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to really get you to see that there is a way to get unstuck. Even if you are a medical doctor, a lawyer, someone who is in agriculture, a teacher, we have all kinds of people. And guess what, Dean? They don't know this part, but yeah, there are professionals riding with us who are helping to facilitate these processes. It's not just
Exactly.
two guys talking you to death
No,
because you don't
not at
need
all.
that. You need some real live coaching and transition to that success. Go
Yeah,
ahead, and we'll let the people
no, no,
go
no.
in
As
just
you
a few minutes.
mentioned someone in medical field, so I know as she's a nurse practitioner for years,
Hmm.
very, very highly respected, and she is, she's at a place now where she is. probably in her early 60s or late 50s,
Hmm.
somewhere
Hmm.
there. So you could consider that a long career. She's been doing this since she's in her 20s, right? So she's
Hmm.
now climbed the ladder of being just a regular RN to a practitioner, right?
Yes.
We were riding in the car the other day. She looked back and I heard her discussing. She's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going to the same thing every day. And
Yeah.
I would consider her. Then she turned around, look at me and said, I don't know what to do. So
Yeah.
imagine her at her age, man, really want to actually do something different. So what it's telling you is what she's been doing for those years is not really what she truly desired.
Hmm.
But you know what? At her age, it wasn't too late to find out.
That's right. That's right.
And I told her, I'm gonna get her to take this assessment. I said, find out her passion, man. Find out what is it that you really would love to do, and not what
Hmm.
you've been doing because you felt like you did it because you should. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean? It's a big
Yes,
difference,
sir.
man. So it doesn't really matter what career field you're in and what age you are. And to me, the older you get, is more crucial for you to make that turn before it's too late. Because what's going to happen is regrets is going to creep in.
Yeah.
And you don't want to deal with that at that age, man.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
regretting, oh man, I wish I could have done that. I wish I could have done that. But I told her the positive, that now that you identified that you really don't want to do this anymore, that's the first step of identifying that something is wrong.
That's it.
Yes, sir. So it's
That's it.
crucial stuff, man.
Yep. So tonight, if the Lord spares life, we're going to have our first meeting with just a few people, but it's even better when you're coming in at the beginning of a new community, because you get to see where it started. And if you can, kind of hurry up and get your assessment done and then, get registered for what happens tonight, then we can have something to talk about specifically where you are concerned. So I'm going to do something, Dean. I'm going to play that video again right after I ask you if you have any last words. And you folks need to just sign up. You don't have anything to lose. Right now, we're in the space where people are signing up for free. It will not always be free. I can tell you that it's going to change very soon. And so you coming in at the right time is essential. All right. So any last words there, sir? And then I'll play
I
this
can only,
video.
man, from speaking from someone who actually took their life back,
Mhm.
it's a feeling, Dave, that I cannot explain. It's a lips feeling of freedom.
Yeah.
And it's no stress whatsoever. I have reached a point in my life now where I'm grateful to the Lord that He has allowed me to experience this feeling of financial freedom. People always
Mhm.
think you have to make millions to be financially free. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Financial freedom is where you're not staying up at bed worrying where the next dime is coming from, but you're
Mhm.
not focusing on that. So my last words is encourage someone to take your life back. Now it's important, and it's something that you won't be able to really explain. That's how great a feeling that is. That's my first word.
Exceptional. That's it. You heard it from him. You heard it here first, y'all. And I promise you that you will not regret the time that you'll invest with us. And listen, it's only one click away. I'm going to play the video. And once the video is done, we're going to be over and out. But hopefully we'll see you in our community. I want to see my phone and all my devices lighting up with people signing up right as this video was going.
Sign up.
Yeah. Let's go. All right, y'all. So until next time. Peace. Do you feel stuck? Come on, you can be honest with me. It's just us. That's why you're still listening to me. Do you feel stuck? So many of you are doing what you must do, but not what you really want to do every day. You may not even know what you want to do. It is time for you to take charge of your finances, your time, your business success, family, interpersonal relationships, spirituality, and your health. It is time for you to take your life back now. My name is L. David Harris. My associates and I are our first clients. We know from experience how this is done. We have launched an online mastermind and community that will help you take your life back now. You are not alone. We can do this together. Come on, you're ready, aren't you? Take your life back now. Sign up at takeyourlifebacknow.org. And by the way, the first 50 to join are free. It's on me. Takeyourlifebacknow.org. We'll see you on the other side.